Lisa here in my kitchen at our Georgia suburban homestead. We picked these peppers and took all our pepper plants down to the ground. And I have another bucket of it here. As you can see, I've got hundreds of peppers. This amounted to 3 5-gallon buckets plus this huge, probably 3-gallon kettle full of peppers. Now my pepper plants are no more for 2023, and I have to go through and sort these. I'll do little reviews for you as we do by species or by cultivar. But what a load of peppers. Now I got to figure out what am I going to do with them all. Some of these I absolutely adore, others not so much, so we'll weed those out for next year. But I thought maybe you'd like to see what we produced just here at the end of the season. Let me get the camera so you can actually see me. Okay, I've gotten a few buckets here for sorting, but I wanted to share with you these beauties. Now, I've been growing Scotch bonnet peppers for probably 30 years, and when I moved here to the Atlanta area in 2014 and reopened my little backyard LLC, which is Heirloom Herbs and Edible Flowers LLC. Because I grow things from around the world, obviously I have clients that come from just about every corner of the planet, and the reason we chose to live in Gwinnett County in Georgia is because of the diversity. I spent 30 years as a journalist writing about diversity and politics and religion, and one of my favorite parts was learning about the cuisines of the world. Of course, the politics and the war and the things like that are kind of taxing on your emotions, but the celebrations of life, the brotherhood and sisterhood of the different nationalities, and sharing the food was probably the highlights of my career, getting to know people. But I've always had this thing for Jamaican cuisine, and so I moved here in 2014, and I had clients from several different areas ask me, could I find this pepper or that pepper, and that launched me on a journey that has now earned me the nickname Hot Pepper Chick, and I've kind of turned it into a learning experience because I'm always trying to expand my knowledge, and that each year I focus on a new area of the world, new to me, research the peppers that come from that area and how they're used. Last year it was Africa, this year it was the Middle East, next year it'll be India. Excuse me. The fumes coming off this table are amazing. So next year will be India. But through my journey to this point, I've grown things from all these places. And the ones I like from one year get grown the next. So we've got a representation from around the world. And then I discovered a seed producer, a seed seller, refining chili peppers, or he has a couple of different names of his site, but it's Jim Duffy, and he actually relocated from California to Georgia. He's only like 45 minutes from me. I still haven't gotten to go see him. He's been here 2 years now. But if I can't find a rare or hard to find pepper seed from Jim, I actually will import from that country the true pepper seed and grow them. If I like them, I keep the seed for next year. But Jim introduced me to 5 different types of Scotch bonnet peppers. Let's see, you've got your traditional Scotch bonnets. People, when they think of Scotch bonnets, think of a pepper that's this shape. Kind of squatty. Looks like the traditional Scotch bonnet that the Scottish people wear. Is that better light? Maybe. Anyway, see how squatty that is? Then you've got one with a little bit of tail on them. And then you have the result of all those Scotch bonnets that I planted around each other, cross-pollinating, and they gave me this year. See how big that is compared to my hand? Look at that monster. Scotch bonnet from Jamaica, used in their oxtail and ceviche and pickles and brown stewed chicken, jerk sauces, all sorts of wonderful things. And then you've got them in orange, got them in yellow, more orange. Okay. I don't know. I know I'm weird, but that kind of excites me. The size of those peppers. And that's definitely a Scotch bonnet. So I'll be keeping the seed. I'll be keeping the seed to these big ones because they are a hybrid just from my garden. And maybe I'll have a contest, help me name them. But we totally stripped the bushes of their peppers. We're going to try not to let anything go to waste. But as you see from this mound of peppers, I have quite a few to go through. I'm going to separate them out. Probably, you know what? The Scotties are going to need a bigger pot. And then the other, or basket rather. The other pepper that I was introduced to this year is this chili pepper. It's in the cayenne family. Supposedly originates in India. I'm going to have to do more research about that. But it's called Thunder Mountain. And this is the craziest pepper. It comes out and it does curlicues. They hold on to each other, so when you go and you're trying to pick them, they're holding on to the branches. Look at us holding on to each other. It's like coiled snakes. So I'm going to be separating these guys. And then I've also this year been introduced to Thai peppers. And I want to thank my new friend Faye, who contacted me in November 2022 and asked me could I grow Thai peppers for her this year. And I sent her a list of Thai peppers and told her to pick what she wanted. And she picked 2 Thai peppers, one that was supposed to be very spicy and the other one was less spicy. But if you know Thai cooking, the less spicy to a lot of people who don't eat a lot of spicy food, the less spicy Thai is still spicy. But they seem to be popular not only with people from Asia, the Vietnamese, the Cambodians, the people from Burma and Vietnam, and some of the Koreans. But also my new friends from Afghanistan like the Thai peppers too. So I'll be growing those next year. And they tasted really good this year in my pepper relish that I call, it's a recipe I kind of invented, sort of invented. I've pulled from various recipes that I tried from other people and made my own combination. I call it Jamaican Sunshine Relish. And I've also got spice rubs I've done. And anything I do with the Scotch bonnets, I call Jamaican Sunshine than whatever the product is. Another pepper I like from years past is a Sugar Rush Peach. This is a very sought-after pepper for people who like sweet spice. It's a cross, I believe, between a Scotch bonnet and an ahi pepper. And some dude over in Wales actually came up with it. And I've watched this pepper to go from obscurity to huge popularity just in the few years that I've been doing peppers. So, but I make a jelly from this that with actual peaches that's to die for. Anyway, I'm going to get to it because I've got several hours of work here. I kept, this is a pepper I'll talk to you about in a little bit. So, here we go. I probably need another big basket for this. This will be for the Thai peppers, I think. Scotch bonnets and the crazy Thunder Mountains. The red ones will be most certainly harvested the seed from these. They don't seem to have a lot of seed in them. My ubiquitous Diet Dr. Pepper. It's not a commercial, it's just what I like to drink. And yes, I know it's not healthy, but I don't smoke, I don't drink alcohol. I do cuss, that's one of my vices, and I drink Diet Dr. Pepper. Alright, confession time over. Gotta do something. Yeah, I've got somewhat of a potty mouth, I admit it. But there was a study that came out sometime this year that cursing is good for the soul. It kind of relieves stress. Alright, it's been about an hour and a half, and I'm starting to exhaust my baskets. People ask me, why do you have so many baskets? Well, this is why, because I'm a nut growing so many different kinds of peppers. I gave up on trying to keep them all separate, and so I've kind of divided them into categories. And I just had to go get more baskets because I still have this kettle to sort, and I have run out of space. So let's see, I'll probably transfer what I know are Sugar Rush peach and ahi peppers from South America. Actually, that'll fill this basket, so I will do the overflow from that category of peppers into this cute little picking basket here. Okay, I've separated them all out, and Charlie just got done working, so he's come to see what I've been up to.
I gotta get on the other side, huh?
I don't know, dude. Well, what do you think?
This is a world of hurt.
A world of hurt?
Yeah, it's a lot of peppers. I like these though. Man,
You like the way they look, or you like the way they taste?
a little of both. Thai chilies,
The Thai chilies are definitely
come up.
a favorite. How did one just jump off the table onto the floor?
I don't know.
I'm
Cut
being
them up,
attacked.
fry them, and you make a lot of chili.
Yeah, you like them as a chili pepper,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, the rest of these, well, you got some like this guy.
That's the Thunder Mountain. I've
Chili.
already told them about that from India. We're focusing on India next spring.
About some bell peppers. Nice
Well,
regular
I
bell
grew
peppers.
bell peppers for you, and look how big they got.
Yeah. And these things.
Those are different types of chilies I have to go through and try to identify.
Yeah.
I know that
They're
one
not-
already is one of these. Pawing through the peppers. You found another one?
No.
No, that's not.
That's one of these.
Alright, so these, y'all, are paprika peppers. And I will grow them next year, but I'll grow probably 4 or 5 bushes instead of 2 because they aren't very prolific, and I really like paprika. Charlie doesn't like paprika. What is it? Charlie doesn't really like paprika, but I do, and I can put it on my food and not on his. But we only had maybe 4 harvests about this big this summer, and I've been drying them all in the food dehydrator. I hope they go ahead and they turn red off the bush. I like to try to mature my peppers on the bush to make sure that the seeds are viable. But these I'm going to let air cure. There's a few more on the counter over there that I've been letting dry in the air so that the seeds aren't damaged. But I will take you off the camera stand and show you the table to what we have here. The volume is incredible. And I'll be trying to come up with creative ways to use all of these. So if you have any ideas, put it down in the comment section, if you will, on how you would use them. And I'll do some of your suggestions and see what happens. I did make some spice rubs this year with last year's batch that I dried, and I was going to do videos and ask people to participate, but I still will. But it was so good, we ate it all. I just have to remake some and re-recruit and check on who's going to want to help. Rate my meat rub combination. So without further ado, I'm going to take the camera off the stand and zero in on these, and that's how we'll end this video. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell so you know when I put more work out there. And come to my live broadcasts, which right now are twice a month, the first and third Thursdays at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, until next time, we'll see ya. Now I'll show you what I've got on the table. This is Scotch bonnet peppers. And that is a huge, they're all huge baskets of peppers. Here we have Brazilian starfish. I can't remember what that is, but this is a Middle Eastern or Turkish stuffing peppers, a dolma something, which means stuff. These are cardula. That's a freshly picked cardula. These are cardula I've been drying. Got a big old basket of Thunder Mountain cayenne. We have too many Thai peppers and Thai bird peppers to fit in this basket. These are the paprika peppers. Got some red dried peppers that were drying on the bush. I'll have to go through and identify those. These are Sugar Rush peach peppers. These are very young Sugar Rush peach and ahi pineapple peppers that didn't mature. Some of them are mature. They're yellow. And this is Maurice coming to help me show you the peppers. These are Middle Eastern, some of them ashata peppers. I have a new restaurant that wants to buy these peppers for me next spring, so I'll be growing a lot of them. Some of them are also, I'll show you the ones that are coming on. These are very prolific. And they should still have a lot of flavor even though they're picked young and green. Well, I should be able to get seed out of the red ones for next year. You see it's got a very distinct ending to it. So those are jalap or Aleppo peppers and shata peppers, which I don't see much difference in or taste much different. What do you think? Oh, don't worry, they all will be washed so the cat hair won't be on them. I had somebody make a comment about my kitchen. But you know what? You don't have to live here. But everything is washed and put up and in good shape. Safe to eat by the time it goes into plastic bags. You know, cats always have to help.